I was so sick from prior cancer medicine, and we heard about hospice, and then hospice came out to meet and greet, and they've changed my life.
My experience with hospice has been since, I think, June. I decided to sign on for stage cancer. It's been a wonderful experience for me in more ways than I can express. It's good physically, mentally, all around.
And when they came, they just said all the right things, and and immediately, I guess he felt trust in them that this was maybe a good thing to do, and so he did decide at that point to sign up for hospice.
My stepmother was Edith, for she, and all her life she worked in public work, a professional at the bank locally, and after my dad passed away, it was obvious that she was having some difficulty with dementia and moved into an assisted living facility. It was a difficult step to take, but after the step was taken, life became so much easier, and we all regretted not starting hospice when the doctor suggested it.
Terminal illness is not always the easiest thing to face, but some of the people are afraid of it, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Hospice helps to ease the process and makes it more comfortable for the patient as well as the family members.
So nobody can make me not do this. So this is the good part of having that control or the common sense to want to get help.
I'm Kelly Martin, the Executive Director of Pennyroyal Hospice, located in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. We serve 5 counties: Lyon, Caldwell, Trigg, Christian, and Todd. Hospice is all about end-of-life care for people who have a terminal diagnosis with a prognosis of less than 6 months of life. Hospice is about the entire being, and an entire being consists of the physical, so the nurse and the nurse aide will be addressing physical needs within the patient. Hospice is also about the emotional side. Let's face it, when we get a diagnosis that death is going to be imminent for us, or our prognosis is that we're going to pass away in 6 months or less, that's going to do something to you as an individual. We have counselors, which are social workers, who are able to address needs and just let people talk and express their emotions, and then help them cope with those emotions and help them get through those difficult times. Hospice is not a place, hospice is a concept. Hospice is the concept of how we assist people at the end of life, and that's what we're about. Hospice takes place wherever you are, wherever home is. Home could be an assisted living, home can be a nursing home, home can be your house down the street. Home could be at a neighbor's house that's taking care of you. It's wherever the patient chooses to spend the end of their life. We provide all of those things, from medication to at times building ramps for folks in wheelchairs, to assisting with activities of daily living, which is everything from showering to shaving to combing your hair. We assist with bringing a social worker in for the emotional side of it, a chaplain in for the spiritual side of end-of-life care.
The social worker has been there tremendously in ways that I didn't know that they could do the things that they do. She got me a handicap sticker. That's one thing she got me. I needed that badly. I keep saying I can't, but if you listen to me, you hear me. I'm expressing what I think of hospice. I recommend it as soon as possible for anyone that can get it when they need it.
I saw hospice firsthand, coming in, sharing, spending time with family and even the patients. And not only spending time with the patients, but spending time with family and ministering to them, not just during that time, but even after it is complete. And what a blessing it is to have someone who is right there and have the professional knowledge of how to minister and also to assist someone in the time of their medical needs.
We have a music therapist who comes in, and it's not just about the music. This is about things that help you prepare in your own mind and in your own spirit for the obvious that's coming, which is the death.
For music therapy, when it is used with hospice patients, it's really a tool to activate, to stimulate, to motivate, and ultimately to soothe and to comfort patients at the end of their lives. It's different from entertainment because we're engaging a person with particular and individual treatment in mind. And so it's clinical. It may look like entertaining from the outside because a person is at bedside, music therapist is at bedside singing and playing instruments. And if a person on the outside doesn't really know what's happening, they may misunderstand that for entertainment. But the music therapist is using specific interventions to help that person in the areas they need. Anytime we listen to music, we have an emotional response. We can either get really happy, we can get really sad, we can start moving a lot. We have responses to music, and so as a therapist, we use that knowledge to meet people where they are and help them have the most peaceful end-of-life experience that they can have.
I really think it's a very wonderful service, and it's not giving up, it's actually giving them a tremendous quality of life that I was certainly not capable of providing for my own mother.
And then when the people come in from hospice and talk and really follow up well, I mean, I have such trust in them, and I am so thankful. I am so thankful for hospice, truly.
And I says, well, there's a reason why this is, and this gives me, when you're talking to me, you're talking to me. And as I said to you before, some days I can't express my feelings with my family. But when they show up, some days are bad days, and they allow me to be me. You know, whether I want to cry or whether I want to fuss or cuss or whatever, they let me be me. And that's very important.
I just would urge people that they reach out and touch hospice, that talk to them and see if they might be able to help them, because there's so many facets of hospice that they do. It's not, like I say, just about end of life. It's about quality of care and quality of life. And I am so thankful that we got in touch with hospice and that what they've done for me with my case. Thank you, hospice.